Okay, today we're going to do 6.2 of our interactive notebooks. So this is what the page looks like, and I want you to remember that we're cutting on all the bolds and we're going to fold on the dotteds. So what it eventually looks like is, I did cut these already so you can see instead of, you have pieces like this. So you end up having an ordering fractions and decimals, then you have this, and then you have this goes with that, this goes with this, and then there's a third thing. So remember, when you order fractions, decimals, and percents, you have to change them all to the same type. So what we're going to do is going to fold these into here, and I'm going to show you how to do this with our notes. So the first thing we're going to do is glue the title on the top. And the very first step, this one here, the folded line, it like accordion style. So you're going to fold it this way, and then this folds back. And so you just glue this bottom piece down, and then it kind of springboards out. Is kind of what you want. So it's going to springboard out for us. We're going to put that here. And basically it says, write the mixed numbers as improper fractions, divide the numerator of the fraction by the denominator, and then change the fraction to mixed number to decimals. So then our mixed number one is going to be the one that goes here first. So our mixed number has to be an improper fraction. So 85 3/4, if you remember how to do that. This is kind of a big one, so I'm going to show you with my calculator. You might not be able to see the exact numbers, but whenever you have 85 3/4, we actually, and I can rewrite it like this for you, 85 3/4, we would always multiply the denominator by the whole number, because that's how many. I'm cutting all these 85 pieces into 4 pieces, so I'll know how many we have plus those 3 additional. So I'm going to, on my calculator, take 85 times 4 equals, and then I'm going to add the 3, and it's going to be 343. So as a fraction, it's going to be 343 fourths. And that's how that one will be. Then divide the numerator by the divide the numerator of the fraction by the denominator. So the 343 divided by 4. And then it says to change fractions and mixed numbers to decimals. So then I've got my 85.75. So this one becomes 85.75. Now on this other fraction, we didn't have a mixed number because it's not improper. So it's just 12 divided by 25. That goes right there. So go ahead and do that on your calculator. This one here is not written as a fraction. They're just written as percents. Remember how to change a percent to a decimal from yesterday? Fill these 3 in on your own. If you get these 3 filled in, please check with my book. The second piece then is going to be removing the percent symbol to change them all to decimals, changing percents to decimals. So you'll see this is changing fractions and mixed numbers to decimals. This one's going to be changing percents to decimals. So we're going to fold that on the dotted. And we'll fold that here so it's like another trifold. And we're just going to glue the bottom piece in, and it'll be a little springboard again. A little springboard here for this one here to go into. I'm going to run out of room for all of them, so I'm going to put 2 side by side. So I'm going to put this right here. This can be completely glued down. And this guy here, we're going to accordion file this one back and forth and back and forth. So it'll be a little springboard. We'll just glue this bottom piece here, and this will springboard out. And so basically, remove the percent symbol, divide by 100, or just move the decimal 2 places to the left to change percents to decimals. So, and this one here says to write the number vertically, lining up the decimals, fill in the empty spaces with zeros, compare using the first digit to the left. If the digits are equal, move to the next digit to the right to compare. So that's how you order fractions, decimals, and percents. So on this one, we want to make them all decimals lined up. So this is 3 3/5. So remember, we have to make it improper. So take your 3 3/5 and times your 5 by your 3 for 15, and add your 3 is 18. So it's going to be 18/5. So the 18/5 is divided by 18 divided by 5 will give you the 3.6. So this is, oh, they've already got the 3.6. So we're just going to line them up. 3.6. And then this, we take this off by moving this over 2 spaces, so it's 3.62, and then that one was 3.66. So now we take a look at that. 3.6, 3.62, 3.66. Let's put our 0 here. So now they're all 3s, they're all 6s, small to big. So this is the small one, so we're going to keep that there. This one, actually, they're in order the way they are. Kind of cool, huh? Didn't make this one too hard for you. Over here, you'll notice this one was already a decimal. This one, they took 13 divided by 20 and got 0.65. And this one, you move the decimal over 2 spaces. And then from big to small, 63, 64, and then 13/20. And they go back and rewrite it using the original. So up here, the 3.6 was 3 3/5. So I should write this as 3 3/5. I should. Sorry. Then the 3.62 would be the 362%. So we'll just try to get that 0. 362%, and then that one was a decimal. So we're just keeping them in the order they were. This one, we're going to line them up with the decimals first. So we're going to leave the 0.12. 1 over 8 is 1 divided by 8, which is going to be 0.125. And then 13%, remember, just move the decimal over 2 spaces, so it's 0.13. So you can add your zeros in for the other placeholders. So my smallest is 0.120, which was 0.12. Then I'm oh, they're in order again. Then it's 1/8, and then it's 13%. Strange, I don't know if they're all going to be like that or not. Too easy, huh? 15/16, do that on your calculator. 15 divided by 16. 0.9375. 0.9375. The 93%, move over 1, 2, 0.93. So we can put 0, 0. And then 0.925 and can add a 0. So these are all 9s. Then 3, 3, 2. So this one's going to be the smallest. So my 0.925 is the smallest. And then 300 is lower than 375, so it'll be the 93%. And then 15/16 was the 0.9375, which was 15/16. So hopefully this helped by showing you how to do all of these, and you've heard this or closed captioned it, but these are your ways to change fractions and mixed numbers to decimals. Make sure you go back and do these 3 for me. Change percents to decimals and ordering them. So you kind of got lots of information in here. Hopefully between these 2 videos you are ready to start your homework tomorrow.